Hi, my name is Prashant, and now I'm discussing about Google products. So there are lots of Google products that are available. So we will see now. So this is the Google homepage. So when we visit here, we generally search here our queries. So there are lots of products that are offered by Google. So these are some of the products that are here listed. When we keep scrolling here, we go towards this. When we click here, we come to a page which lists other products. So these are the products. So these are lots of products that are offered by Google. These are for businesses. These are for all people. And these are specifically for developers. So we will go through each of the product in a quick fashion and know some of the details. So we are starting now. First one, there is Android Auto. So that's the Android for automobiles. Let's click on this. So this is the Android for automobiles. So these are the applications that are typically used with Android Auto. That is the Google Assistant, Navigate, Communicate, Entertain. Okay. So it's the Android that is available in a car specifically. The thing is, Android Auto is for automobiles, so it can be present in any of the automobiles. So whether there's a car, whether there's a truck, or whether there's a communicating vehicle. Popularly, it is available in cars, as mentioned. So this is Android Auto. Now, Android OS. So Android OS is general Android that we are all familiar with, that is available in our mobiles, our tablets, and a variety of devices. Whether that is the user level or whether that is the enterprise level. So this is the current version of the Android. This is the main Android website. So here are the resources for developers, for enterprises, press releases, the complete ecosystem, and multiple guides. So this is our general Android website that we are familiar with. The Android operating system, the platform Android. So now we're looking towards Android TV. Looks good to us. So on Android TV, that's the Android that is available in our smart televisions. It's the same Android specially customized to be used in a device that have a very large screen. It's a television. So it can be, this screen can be anywhere. Popularly, these are found in smart home televisions. So these are functionalities that we are all familiar with. So this is the main website for Android TV. As we see already here, these all are actually a path to the main Android website. Android TV, Android for automobiles, Android Auto, and general Android. Calendar. So this is the Google Calendar. So we will scheduling our things, our whole daily schedules, everything that are connected to our emails, whether we have meetings, whether we have operations that we do. So all those things we mentioned in a calendar, and from Google, it's that product that they are offering. It is available on a variety of operating systems, including mobile operating systems, Android, iOS, and as a desktop application in the form of a web browser. So why that thing is available in the web browser as a web app. This service can be synchronized with a variety of services and do support legacy exports. So a large variety of current applications are supported by this. Cardboard. This is the Google Cardboard website. So Google Cardboard is a virtual reality related stuff. So these are the cardboard boxes that holds an Android phone. So you can wear that Android phone as a virtual reality glass. That's Google Cardboard. Chrome. So this is a browser offering from Chrome. It's based on Chromium project and with the additional functionality that are added by Google, specifically for purpose that is related to Google. And there are sufficient amount of developer tools that are available in here, and that are very advanced developer tools when you go to the developer consoles. So it's a very powerful web browser in terms of user usage and in terms of development. So this is a Chrome browser that we are having. So these are for enterprises. Typically, enterprises have large installation that can need synchronization. So for enterprises, this is the way to go. For developers that are added the code of the Chromium core and even the Chrome itself, for those who want to check their developments, they can use it. For early adopters, once the release is in the mainstream, it early goes to beta stream. So this is their beta stream. This is nightly updates. Yeah. So every day, all the updates that are happening on the Chrome project are available here. So after a lot of testing and decisions, they goes to alpha stages, then beta stages, then further stages internally and in the public domain as a release. So there is complete hierarchy how these things are released, and after that they are released as a mainstream version. So this is the Google Chrome. This is Chrome Web Store. Currently, I'm using both browsers, Firefox and Chrome. You are watching all this complete stream in Firefox itself. Okay. So Chrome Web Store is specifically to install applications for Google Chrome browser. These applications are generally compatible with Chromium browser. That is the core of the Chrome project. Now even the Chromium is the core for Edge browser that we are using. So there are a large variety of applications in multiple domains that are available, that are easy to click and install on Google Chrome browser. So this is the Chrome Web Store for Google Chrome. Chromebook. So these are the Chromebooks from Google. These are the devices that running an operating system that is Chrome. So they are running Chrome as an operating system. So Chrome and the Linux is were running, and everything in these machines are happening inside Chrome. So what that means is they are always fresh. Every time Chrome is updated, there is a separate Chrome update for these Chromebooks. Whereas when there is a Chrome for Chromebooks are updated, the Chromebooks are updated. So they are always available at the latest version of what the Chromebook OS update is available. So this means it's a very lightweight because the whole things are happening inside a browser. The whole machines are designed specifically to run a Chrome. All the applications are installed from Chrome Web Store. There are multiple ways to install. After Web Stores, the recommended ways to install from the Web Store. Typically, the devices do have a large battery life, literally a very large battery life, and ultra portable devices. So these are available from a variety of vendors that are manufacturing. So these are Chromebooks. Chromecast. So this is a Chromecast. The Chromecast is a technology and a device that you have on your smart televisions and even normal television to make them smart. So this is an HDMI port on a television. This is the Chromecast. So with this setup, you can stream video right from the Android and support it classes directly. So this is the Chromecast website. With supported devices, you can directly stream Chromecast content from device to the television that you're using. This is Chromecast. Connected home. So these are the products that are specifically available for smart homes that control all the smart home devices that are supported by Google. So those smart devices that do support Google Assistant and can communicate with the Google Hub devices, Google Nest devices. So these are those Nest devices to control those smart home setup. So there are a variety of products here. This is Nest Audio. This is Nest Mini. This is Nest Hub. And Chromecast to simply stream the content to your screens. So even that can connect with these smart devices. So these are Google Connected Home, Google Nest. Contacts. The Contacts is an app that is available on your Android phone, and it's a directory that is even available online. So all the contacts that you are having are synchronized online through this app. So whenever you log in a newer device, all the contacts are synchronized through this app to that newer device. So these contacts are even available online in the form of web app. So that's Google Contacts. It is there where your Android contacts are managed. And most of the operations that do happen automatically of the maintenance, upgrade, updates, uploading, synchronization across multiple devices that do happen automatically through this contact ecosystem we are having in the form of Android app and in the form of web app and the backend. That's all controlled by Google, and they are managing it completely automatically for us. Digital well-being. So it's a newer product from Google. It's an app that's availability is on limited devices. The thing is, it tracks us and provides us information as listed here about us, about daily routines, and more. Docs. So these are Google Docs. So these are part of the Drive ecosystem, complete Drive portfolio of the Google. So doc sheets, slides, and forms. These are all available in Google Drive. Although these are all different products, they are available as a part of in the Google Drive. So in docs, we create only typical Word documents. So there are versions available for personal usage and for workspace usage. The creation is typically the same in personal and in business. The level of security and the level of hierarchy is different. Personal is personal, and business do involve multiple email IDs and multiple security flows there. So whether that's how many people are accessing that document, all the details are there, and which document is accessible to which people. So those things do happen in Google Works as a team for multiple users, and for personal, it's possible. In Google Docs, we can have multiple users that are simultaneously editing those documents, and it is auto-saved. There are a variety of functions available in Google Docs. It's available even as an app, and there are plugins that do enhances the complete capability of this product. So that's the Google Docs. Drive. So it's the storage provided service provided by the Google. So all the content we can store through the Google Drive app on our phones, Google Drive web app on our computers and different devices, and even through APIs. We can build applications that can synchronize with Google Drive services. So this is storage service that are available on devices, tablets, and computers, and even more. Multiple user can simultaneously manage and update and upgrade all the applications in this Google Drive. There are lots of plugins that are available for Google Drive to manage stuff, to synchronize the flow, and a lot more. So such is the area with a large number of documents and you have in your drive space. Typically, the way you have in your disk, you can search it very rapidly here. So this is Google Drive. So it is available for individuals that we get with our Google account, personal accounts, with teams that we get with Teams account, whether that's G Suite and other things, and enterprise for enterprise accounts. Earth. So this is Google Earth, which provides the details on the Earth, a very detailed view of the Earth. Let's launch it. This thing is very data intensive application. You do require a good internet connection to check out this stuff. So this is Google Earth. So with clicking here, I'm actually going towards the nearest location. Although my location is somewhat here, it is showing here because due to the ISP location is here, so it is showing my location based on the IP that we are having. So we can visit even more places anywhere in the world on Google Earth, and it's literally a very detailed view, 3D view of this. So that's Google Earth. Finance. As we can see the dashboard, that's the financial detail offering from Google, which shows various parameters, various data that we are having. So there are lots of stuff in the finance domain. Forums. So in forums, we create typical forums. We share that with people, fill out those forms so we can have a very quick understanding of what the things are happening. So when we putting out a survey, whether putting out some information, so whether putting want to get some details from people around us, and when to get even a poll, we can do that in Google Forms. So these are the things. We want to get suggestions for the answers, surveys, Q&As, responses, organize means parameters. You can actually may have those answers of those parameters there. You can analyze it, and even with multiple add-ons, the whole functionality becomes much more. So these are Google Forms. But there are lots of Google products are here. Now we'll look at the live stream. Let's see. It looks okay to us. So that's okay, all fine. Gboard. That is the Google board. It's the keyboard offering by the Google that's available on our Android devices. So these are the functionalities that do help to keep things faster and much easier. And the soft keyboard. So that's a Google keyboard. Gboard. Gmail. That's email offering from Google. You do have personal and have enterprise for teams for work. So these are available as a web app, as a mobile app, and even on tablets. So the mobile apps are highly built that they can be operable on a mobile device as well as on a tablet. So these are. It does have multiple categories that are come by default. So it filters for you. It even filters the emails that we're getting, even the spam and all those stuff. It's a really good service, and a lot and lots of people are using it as a daily tracker for the email service. So that's a Gmail, an email offering from Google. Google Alerts. So this is here to create alerts. That typical alerts when you are having different, you want to monitor certain functionalities, certain things about, you want to know about certain things, you want to get alerted, you can use this service. Google Arts and Culture. So this thing is dedicated to arts and culture. We see different things happening in the art and culture domain around the world. So these are all the explorations, guides, virtual tours, and all those. museums, artwork, games, places. So there are street view explorations. So there are lots of stuff on Google and Arts. So that's a contribution from Google in the arts and to have the culture available to know more cultures around the world in different scenarios, in different contexts, at different places, at different times, with different people in different things. That's Google Arts and Culture. Google Assistant. So here is a digital assistant that uses natural language understanding to understand various things that are happening and answer based on the things that the query we provided to. So this is supported by smart displays, smart phones, smart speakers, and even some entry-level phones, specifically for on the iOS and Android. So there are lots of things that we can do with Google Assistant. Typically in the automation, so we can automatically get Google Assistant to do the stuff. So we tell them to do it, and it will do it. It understands the natural conversation and do that operation. So once we even add routines and multiple smart devices with smart homes, is that we can communicate that to those devices with the Google Assistant. So once we have those devices connected to Google Assistant, Google Assistant will start taking actions on behalf of us on the commands that we are providing to Google Assistant. So it's a very remarkable product in natural language understanding and implement Google Assistant. Google Authenticator. So that's authentication service for two-step verification by Google. These are the features. This is Google Authenticator. Google Chat. So this is a chat that is available from Google. So it's a part of Google Workspace ecosystem and available for teams and businesses. So that's a typically chat application offering Google Workspace ecosystem in G Suite and all those stuff for businesses specific. Google Classroom. So these services to have one-to-one interaction with the persons that you want to have those things have more much involved in the ecosystem. So this is the set of products that are combined together to perform certain things in a specific fashion. So lots of things are covered in this single offering. So this is Google Classroom. Google Duo. So that's a video calling app, a highly competitive to popular apps. Google Duo is available on Android, on tablet, on as a web app that we can use. One-to-one calls with people instantly convert a normal regular call into a video call if both the numbers are in Google Duo. So that's much more connected to the Android ecosystem. Yeah. So within the caller application, we are talking with someone, and both the numbers are on Duo, with and in our contacts as well. So once we click on that, we will have that video conversation with the person. So normal call convert to video chat, just right within the call itself. So that's Google Duo. Google Expeditions. So Expeditions is more about experiences. So it uses AR and VR. So there are lots of functionality that are provided. Virtual reality, augmented reality, virtual adventures. So they are VR tools, AR tools, virtual reality tools, and augmented reality tools. So that's Google Expedition. Google Family Link. With this, we can manage multiple devices across multiple members. So that's Google Family Link. It's an app. Google Fi. So it's a phone plan service available from Google. The availability and the plans are different in different regions. So it's a phone plan service offered by Google. Google Fi. Google Files. So Google Files is an app on Android devices. It's a file manager app and even provides us the details of the files that are available on our mobile devices. And with the update available, it can now even share offline between devices that have Files app installed. So this is the file manager offering from Google. Google Files. Google Find My Device. So this is a device finding service that actually gets the location of the device. So the video that you're watching right now of my live stream is actually coming from a tablet that is mentioned here. So it is available. That's the correct location where I am. Earlier we show the ISP location. So that's a few hundred kilometers later. This is the actual location where I am right now. That's Google Find My Device. Google Fit. So Google Fit is a health management app, and it tracks the activities and complete health and can synchronize the variety of devices, health wearable devices. So with this thing, the data can have will synchronize between multiple services through Google Fit. It do supports a large variety of wearable devices, health devices. So that's Google Fit. Google Flights. So Google Flights is this search specifically for flights, to searching for the flights. So it is now providing multiple services: exploration, traveling, flights, hotels, hotel rentals, and that's Google Flights. Google Fonts. Well, Google Fonts is a collection of a large number of fonts that we can use. So these are all fonts. As you can see, these are all different font styles and all those stuff. So these are all, and there is a large variety of fonts that are available in Google Fonts. Here are icons. There is Material Design, Fonts GitHub, and Google Design. So that's Google Fonts. Google Groups. The Google Groups is the groups that we use to have a conversation with multiple people through multiple locations. We can create our group, we can join in the groups that are publicly available, even the private groups that we can request person to be a part of. So this is a group offering to create groups and have conversations available in those groups and even public groups. That depends on how the access is given for that particular. So that's a Google Groups. It's a community of to create a community around a group, around a thought, around a particular project. So there's a lots of things that we can do with a community ecosystem groups. Okay? So that's Google Groups. Google Home app. To manage your Google Home, Google Nest, Chromecast devices, and a variety of Google devices. a single management app. So you can have a direct connection with multiple Google devices that you have installed in your smart home and have those things completely controlled through this app, a single app, Google Home. Google input tools. So with Google input tools, there are a variety of ways in which the data can be entered. That's Google input tools. See, a keyword appears here. That's a Chrome extension. So that's available on these services. Google Lens. With Google Lens, we can search by taking a picture of any product, any device, anything practically, and let Google talk about it, what they have in their database, information around that stuff. That's really the complete learning models and all those stuff, and immediately presents you with a very relevant information for that particular picture, whether that is a product, whether that is a painting, an artwork, people, portraits, as we see here, flower, plants, animals, and lots of variety of stuff. See, scan and translate a language in real time. How awesome is that? Find a lookalike. So this with this thing, it can find similar product that are available in this pic that is we have just shot it on Google. Popular menus. So most relevant information about that, whatever is front of the Google Lens. And most of these are operations done in real time. See? So these are lots of. So this is available as an app and integrated to multiple apps. So that's Google Lens. Google Meet. Google Meet is a relatively new meeting services that is extended from the Google Hangouts product. So it's an evolution of that product. Although the administration and the working is totally Google Meet specific and typically in line with the other video calling applications that are used for business domains. So that's the meeting offering from Google Meet. Google One. Definitely, lots of stuff is in my storage here. So that's a Google one. So Google One can extend your storage space and even provide direct replies and services from Google personnel if you want to have those things. Have direct conversations if you can. So that's a combined plan for a storage and more. So that's Google One. Google Pay. So Google Pay is a payment app that is connected with multiple payment gateways across different regions in different manners. So we can use Google Pay to make payments. Directly through our bank accounts and multiple accounts. The implementation that is region dependent and there are multiple variants of these things in multiple regions. That's Google Pay. Google Photos. Google Photos is a photo management for service from Google. So all once you use Google Photos, your photographs, videos are completely in sync with across multiple devices automatically. So you take a screenshot and save it in Google Photos. You take a picture and save it in Google Photos. Take a video and it's there. And once you leave that device, connect it with the net connection, and go to the other device, it automatically saves to that device. So you do not have to specifically set up a sync and scenario, backup scenario in there. So once that you already updated those things, the settings are there, it will start doing that things automatically for you. So those things are available on your phone, on your tablet, on your web app. So you can have an access. And with the Google Lens integrated, you can have even more information. With AI integrated, there are a lot more functionalities in Google Photos. So that's a photo service available from Google Photos. Google Play. Google Play were typically known as Play Store. So that's a service through which we install apps and it's a lots of more stuff. Apps, movies, books, and multiple devices. So these devices are actually Google devices and devices available from third parties. So these are all part of the Google Play ecosystem through which we can download them, purchase them, and even install them. The apps, movies take out on rental. We can buy even buy with books. We can take it on rental and buy with devices. We can buy with apps that are free to download. We can download it for free and check it out. Then there are approvals and paid apps, and then there are in-app purchases. So that's a completely in ecosystem in itself. So all things combined, this is the Google Play. So that's a complete store ecosystem for specifically Android, offering by Google and integrated with multiple services offered by Google, whether that's Google Books, Google Movies, and even Google Store. So that is Google Play. Google Play Books. So it's a book service offering from Google. So these books are digital books. So these do includes audiobooks. These do includes digital books. So there are variety of genres and variety of categories that are available here. And there are lots and lots of books across multiple devices ecosystems as mentioned here. Android, iOS, web browser. So that's Google Play Books. Google Play Games. So Google Play Games is part of Google Play ecosystem and specifically for games. So all those stuff that we earn in games and those points and those scenarios. So when the developers do implement all those stuff, the whole data is synchronized through Google Play Games service. This is specifically designed for excessive amount of data, excessive amount of analytic data needed for the development team and even from the user interaction team. Specifically in games, so these developers and these teams do have their own analytic system, the complete system, and this is the offering from Google Play that is available. So they can use these services and even their services. So this thing is a Google ecosystem, so it keeps synchronized among all of the devices. For developer implementation, they have to do it on their own and to manage it completely. So that's Google Play Games. Google Play Pass. So it's a monthly service to buy apps and make in-app purchases. So it's more of a kind of a subscription plan for a combined nature of services. So that's Google Play Pass. So availability is region specific, as mentioned here. So that's Google Play Pass. Google Play Protect. Google Play Protect provides safety for the apps that are installed on your device. So it will ensure your Android device is protected as per the guidelines and the standards that they are following and they are publicly available. So all the apps that are installed through Play Store are all Google Play verified. And then when it's found apps that we have installed from other sites and there is some different behavior than expected they are having with the uh, network with the operating system. So Google Play Protect informs about those apps and let us know way ahead okay, what these apps are doing and what we can do. So it's up to us whether we want to keep them installed, those apps, or whether we search for a certain alternative for those apps. For those apps are there, we are definitely looking for some functionality to get things done. And Google Protect do things for us for our Android device. So that's Google Play Protect. Google Podcast. podcast is a podcast directory. We can see multiple podcasts that are happening all the way around the world and can have a listen to these podcasts as a that's a podcast service where we can see the multiple podcast listing and even listen to them. That's Google Podcast. Google Shopping. So Google Shopping is specifically a marketplace that is a combination of multiple marketplaces that they're listing in Google Shopping. So whenever we search for a product, so it lists through multiple marketplaces that are listing on Google Shopping for that particular product and relevant products and multiple algorithms. So there are multi-million products that are available on Google Shopping that you can search for even for a single query. There are lots and lots of products and variants and different distributors for that you can find with Google Shopping. So that's Google Shopping. Google Street View. Google Street View is for a virtual tour of the streets that are available in Google Maps. As anyone can see. So here are some of these Google Street Views. So it's a virtual representation of surroundings on Google Maps, consisting of panoramic images. So that's Street View. Google TV. So Google TV is an evolution of Android TV itself. So the whole layout is different than Android TV, although it is based on the same platform. We do provide functionalities in a different settings and the whole complete flow is different. The core of the things is still Android. So it do support Android apps. So that's part of the smart TV ecosystem. That's Google TV. Google Tasks. Google Tasks is an app that is available to manage different tasks that we have in hand. Now it is even available in the sidebar in multiple Google web apps as well. So it's typically for managing the tasks that we have in hand, that quick task and a list and all those stuff that we do on daily basis. So we can even add calendar events directly to this and have those things synchronized. Hangouts. So it's a chat service. It's available as an app on Android ecosystem. On computer, it is available in Gmail, and on iPhone and iPad, it is available as an app. So that's a chat application that do includes video chat. Although now Google is even preferring people to use Google Meet for videos and for chat Google Hangout. That's classic Google Hangout. And it's possibly Google Meet will be the successor of this classic Google Hangout. Keep. So Keep is a note service app on Android and even a web app. So you can have it access directly from a browser as well. So you take notes on your phone. Now that's even available on your web browser. So you make a list on your web browser, and that list is automatically synchronized to your phone in Google Keep. So what you can do, make out different cards, different lists, to-dos, and all those stuff. So if you want to prepare a list that can do task at hand immediate list, we use Google Tasks. When we want to keep it for a long term and want to have more varieties and more layouts, more templates, and more labels and stuff, we go towards Google. Maps. The Maps is a mapping service from Google that provides the complete world map. It's available as an app on Android. You can use it on multiple operating systems and even on web browser itself. Now the map is very highly integrated and do available in lots of services, and even in maps itself lots of other services are directly integrated. Like this we can see here multiple businesses, multiple places available right in the Google Maps app. And here when I'm searching for a business, we can look for directions here and navigate to the direction of the place we want to go, as mentioned here. Navigation services are a part of Google Maps. So we want to navigate in a city through different routes. We just select the endpoints and start navigation, and it will recommend us the roads that are faster way to communicate from point A to point B. So there are lots of things that are available in Google Maps. That is Street View, Google Earth, local guides, Google My Business, and a lot more stuff. So that's a map service to explore and navigate the landscape, the physical landscape that is publicly available, that is open. So those things are highly connected with the satellite images and conversations and the data that are received from multi-million Android devices per region all the time, every time. So which makes this service simply one of its kind. So that's Google Maps. Measure. So it's an app So it uses augmented reality stuff to have a conversation with the data, since the whole thing is happening in the machine level conversation, and with that is suggesting us the dimensions of the pictures that we're taking. So the support for this is device specific. So that's major. Messages. Messages is a simple message app by Google. For now, we can even use it on web to access messages that are available on our cell phones as simple messaging app. We can view it now on web, even remotely. So now the chat is combined. Even the chat features are available inside the messaging app. So we can communicate on phone. We can communicate through web, and all those things are synchronized. So even the assistant availability is. So all these things mean we can do a variety of stuff faster here and better way and highly synchronized in different services. So where you can use it on Android and on web as well. So that's a messaging app of from news. So it's a news board for various sources of news. So these are through websites, through blogs, and different sources, and provide relevant information that we are searching, and the relevant information that is popular in the region. So this is the news dashboard. Complete. So that's Google News. Photo scan. So it takes the photos that are long back taken and take those photos and convert that into this digital format. So that's available as an app. So the thing is, this is how the photo was earlier, and after it is taken, this is how it is getting improved to that. Pixel. Pixel is a series of devices available from Google. It includes phones and tablets and accessories. As per now, only phones are available. Earlier, that do include tablets and even Chromebooks that are available as Chromebook Pixel and Chromebook Pixel 2, and even later tablets. There are Pixel series. So this whole Pixel phone series is the successor of the next series that are even provided under Google and was available through different manufacturers. Pixel Buds. So Pixel Buds are earbuds. The availability of Pixel Buds is region specific. So these are Google Pixel earbuds. and the various accessories available for Pixel devices, and there are more devices. Pixelbook. So Pixelbooks are categories of laptops and tablets that I talked about earlier. That was earlier available from Google, and the availability of devices was region specific and typically was highly in specific regions available. As per now, they have already been uh, discontinued in the past a few years back. Now the only devices that are available are in the form of these phones in the Pixel series and accessories associated. Scholar. So Google Scholar is a space for researchers to go through on the web and search for different articles and different things that they want to know for their research and develop products, develop services, and around the world through different researchers that they share their content online in the public domain, as well as in general domains. They are specifically to whatever they are sharing research specific stuff with Google that is available in Google. Search. Search is a Google search. So it's highly integrated in browser of Chrome and typically the biggest search engine at present, and is available on multiple devices as an app, multiple operating system as an app, and the reach is ubiquitous. It is available in every region typically, and more than a billion queries do come to Google every day for searching different stuff to get instant results. So that's Google search. Sheets. Sheets is a spreadsheet offering from Google. So this is available as a personal thing and in the business thing as well. So this is spreadsheet application that is available as an app on Android and even on the web. And the data between these is highly synchronized. So once you have to update it on the web, it is updated on the Android, and you update it on the Android, and it gets synchronized on the web. And these whole things are present in Google Drive ecosystem. So these files are stored in Google Drive storage. So these are spreadsheets that do have all the functionality of even multiple collaborators can work together to update the spreadsheets on their respective devices and have got everything synchronized. This is typically compatible with popular word processing suites which do include a spreadsheet processing stuff. And there are lots of add-on available just for this thing, which makes the analytics even on the fly, on the available on the web, right from the spreadsheets. So that's Google Sheets. Sites. Google Sites is a place where you create basic websites for different things. So all those backend stuff are managed by Google. So how that is stored, how that is delivered, how that is the load is handled on those stuff. So we will provide the content, we will provide the layout, and everything else is done by the whole infrastructure of this Google site. So we update their templates, we will update their complete workflows with the content that we add, and after that, how that is delivered when the requests are coming to on those websites. These are all handled by Google. That's used for basic website creations. Slides. Slides is a presentation offering from Google. It do include the typically stuff that we find in docs, sheets, forms, and now slides. It is available in personal accounts as well as in business accounts. So it's a presentation building software. It is available on the web as well as on multiple operating systems. Then all those things are work together with multiple collaborators, automatically saved, and compatible with popular PowerPoint suites, presentation suites. So that's Google Slides. Snapseed. So it's a professional photo editor by Google. Earlier, this was a standalone app. A few years earlier, then they acquired it, and now that's a part of the. So it's a photo editing app that have lots and lots of functionalities, as you can see. And the rest is based on the creativity of the person who is using the app. So there's are lots and lots of functionalities, as we even see in these photographs and details here. So that's Snapseed. Stadia. Stadia is an online playing platform for games playing. So we have these games available that is running on remote servers, and we connect with them, and all the processing for these games happen on those remote servers, and the video feedback is shown to us, and we are inputting from our hardware those controllers and different things that are connected with the service. So those data is sent back to the server, and that all happens very rapidly. So the processing is done in typically when we buy a gaming console and gaming computers on the user side. In Stadia, it happens on the server side. So all those graphics needs, all those processing needs, the memory usages that are automatically handled by this platform on the server, and it's available as a subscription service. The availability is region specific, and it is this still relatively new platform. So there are lots of games that are available on this platform. Tilt Brush. So it lets us print in 3D space with virtual reality. So these are the devices that it is compatible with. With these devices, it can make us unable to draw in 3D spaces, virtual 3D spaces. So let's see a video. So here are the controllers that are designing in a virtual space. So all those technical details are handled by this Tilt Brush completely. So these are the devices that are compatible and this service is available on these devices. This service is used to translate languages from one input to the other. As you can see, it can translate on multiple languages. It's available as an app, available as a web app, is a part of even Google search when we are translating from a word from one language to the other, which is highly integrated now. Fundamentally, it's a totally separate service that is integrated with different services. So now it's available as a mobile app, available offline as a bundle, as you can see here on Android, and available as a desktop app. With this, we can translate complete web pages even instantly in one language to a different language. So we can speak and it does all the stuff in different language and it translates that into a different language. Take the snapshot of text in a different language and transform that to a different language. Handwriting recognition, write, and it transformed into a digital text. So that's typing. See, so we can even provide this input as a type. That's handwriting. See how this comes in different language and it instantly transforms into a different language. So we are speaking in different language and it's translating in a different language. So that's Google Translate. Travel. So it's all things travel available from Google. Suggestions, places, trips, earlier trips. So it is a complete package here that we can have for exploration suggestions on different places, different locations at different times. So these are the parts of this thing: travel, explore, flights, hotels, holiday rental, things to do. So this is the information that want to know about the availability of the thing, whether that's flight, the hotels, and more information about places. So that's available in this tab. Trusted contacts. So it's coming from in this domain, and possibly it is now integrated with it, even contact service itself. Voice. So that's Google Voice and is available on in conjunction with Google Hangouts. for voice conversations, right? Waze. So Waze was a different independent service, and later Google acquired it. It provides the navigations with the more details and much more easier, much earlier than anyone before. So it's provide different way, different routes, suggest different ways of navigation in a trip on a live map. So all this community provide information about different places they're visiting at the moment, and that information synchronizes each and every member that is actively visiting that place and nearby regions information. Now it's provide more services. So it's a base service available as an app, provides different things. So the maps navigation in a different format. Carpool, different service available inside the app itself. Multiple partners. So that's Face. Wear OS by Google. So Wear OS is a specific version of Linux, Android that is available on wearable devices, specifically smartwatches. So these are all smart watches that are using Wear OS as their main operating system. That is highly integrated with Android ecosystem. So those apps that are available from Google have a specific way of communication in these Wear OS devices. These are all wearables. As you can see, these are all watches. So this thing is available for Android and iPhone. So this means these devices, Wear OS watches can communicate with Android and iPhone. The coverage of Android ecosystem is much larger than the iPhone ecosystem in these wearable OS devices, in Wear OS by Google. So that's Wear OS by Google. So we have covered up to these services. There's a lots of services that we have already covered now. And now we are looking toward these services. So these services are business related services and typically are highly integrated with business applications. These are for developers to design applications and build stuff with Google services and that want to communicate with the Google services in multiple forms with Google apps in multiple forms. So these using multiple APIs and different stuff. YouTube. So it's a video services available by Google. So we upload videos, we live stream videos, content here, have those subscribers available, have communicate with the people directly while live streams and even connect with them while we upload the videos, our content, and they listen to these things. They like these things. They let us know what they like. They let us know how to improve certain things, what they want to know more in future. All kinds of things. So it's a video blogging platform. We upload video blogs and different things. Now it do contains a lots and lots of stuff in different manners and in different forms that we all know what is there. We definitely like this platform. YouTube Kids. YouTube Kids is app that is specifically designed keeping kids in mind. So the content available on this app is much more towards the kids that are in the range of 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. Those the content that they watch is so that content is specifically available on YouTube Kids. So those cartoons, those stories, these are available. Once the content creator actually choose to release it on YouTube Kids, those things are available at YouTube Kids. If they want to release it for general public, they can have it on the YouTube. So they can choose whether that is available for the kids or whether that is available for everybody. So it's a kids specific platform, YouTube Kids, and it's available as an app. YouTube Music. YouTube Music is an additional app that you can use to listen to music that are available on YouTube. There are millions and millions of YouTube videos that are music related stuff. Those things are available. There are specific things that we are expecting while we listen to music. And this app does just that. So those videos that have the music, so those are available in Google Music. And now that it becomes YouTube Music. It have been upgraded to this. So those videos are available and we can browse those, we can view those videos, we can have interaction with those videos as we have while listening to the songs through playlist selection, creating the playlist, selection, navigating to different stuffs, the way we are expecting in music applications. The whole experience of music application is different than the video application. So this is fulfills that thing for YouTube. YouTube Music. YouTube TV. So YouTube TV is a service for YouTube for TV broadcasts. So that's TV streaming services that are have partnered with the YouTube to be part of YouTube TV. So that's a subscription service, and the availability of this is region specific, as you can see. So it's a subscription service for watching channels, TV channel, TV broadcast channels, TV streaming services on YouTube that are partnered with YouTube. YouTube VR. So that's a virtual reality in the YouTube. We can have, once the videos are available in VR, that are shot in VR and uploaded in VR format on YouTube, we can watch those videos at VR. That do require cardboard setup that we have seen in Google Cardboard, the phone setup, the desktop setup, the headset setup. This is the VR headset that we're talking about. That can be used to view these VR videos and have those experiences available to us while we are moving towards the left, towards the right, up and down. So whether the videos are shooting that way, whether that is a 360-degree videos or whether they are panoramic videos that are shown, we can have interaction with that video through the accelerometers that we have in our Android devices. And with that we can interact directly with the video that's available on YouTube. That's YouTube VR. So these are the YouTube services that we have covered. We started with Android Auto and go towards Android OS, Android TV, Calendar, Cardboard, Chrome Enterprise, Chromebook, Chromecast, Connected Home, Contacts, Digital Wellbeing, Docs, Drive, Art, Finance, Forms, Gboard, Gmail, Google Alerts, Google Arts and Culture, Google Assistant, Google Authenticator, Google Chat, Google Classroom, Google Duo, Google Expedition, Google Family Link, Google Fi, Google Files, Google Find My Device, Google Fit, Google Flights, Google Fonts, Google Groups, Google Home App, Google Input Tools, Google Lens, Google Meet, Google One, Google Pay, Google Photos, Google Play Books, Google